Okay, so, okay, guys, good evening. How are you? I hope that you are very well today. You know that we don't have classes today because of the coronavirus, so stay at home, okay? We have these activities and this class on Aula Virtual, so you have just to pay attention and after work on Aula Virtual in order to practice this topic, okay? With many exercises. So for today we have this topic, okay? Present perfect and present perfect continuous. We talked about that in the past classes, but today I'm gonna explain deeper this topic, okay? So remember, level 8, teacher Giancarlos Vargas Castro, okay? Let's go, let's start. When do we use the present perfect tense, okay? We use the present perfect tense in some cases. The first one is in an unspecified point in the past. Okay, we have some examples here in order to introduce the topic and to understand the use of this. So we have here, I have been to Spain 3 times. Okay, at some unspecified time in the past, I went to Spain, but you don't know when. You don't have the time. You don't have the specific information. Okay, that's why you use present perfect tense there. And we have here a contrast between the simple past and the present perfect. Pay attention to the second example. Compare with the simple past. Okay, I went to Spain 3 times in 2005. Okay, you have a time. You have a specific time there. Okay, the year 2005. So normally in this case, when you use simple past, you have a specific time. Okay, when the action began. But when you talk or when you use present perfect, normally in this case, you don't use a specific time. It's on a specific point in the past. Okay? So, continue. Number two, an action that occurred in the past but has a result in the present. So, the action began in the past but continue in the present working. It's a problem in the present, okay? Continue working right now. So pay attention to this. We can find our luggage. Have you seen it? Okay. You can, for example, erase the word luggage. You can use backpack. Okay. We can find our backpack or we can find our car. Have you seen it? So the luggage was lost in the past, but right now continue lost. Do you know where is it now? Okay. So you don't know. Maybe it's a question. So now you can see here in this example a short structure, the present perfect in questions, okay? The interrogative form. You have first auxiliary is have, after the subject, and after the verb in the past participle. So pay attention to this. Remember the list, okay? The list that you have when you began to study about the simple past. You have the verb, the base form, after the simple past, and after the past participle. So now in present perfect, we use the past participle, okay? So continue. Number three, talking about general experiences. And here we have 2 words, okay? We can say connectors, but let me check, okay? It usually refers to an event happening at some moment in your life. You have 2 examples, okay? The first example is a question. Has she ever tried Chilean wine before in her life? Of course. So pay attention to this. That's mean that in present perfect you have 2 auxiliaries, okay? Have and has. You use has for she, he, and it, the third person in singular. And you use have for I, you, we, and they. Okay? So the second example, you have I've never eaten monkey brains before. Is negative sentence. Teacher, but why? You don't have a not there. Yeah, I know. We don't have the not, okay? But you have the word never, okay? In that case, never give to the sentence a negative sense, okay? The first question, you have the word ever, okay? Ever means alguna vez. And the second sentence, never means nunca, okay? I've never eaten monkey brains before. Yo nunca he comido cerebros de mono antes. Okay? So it's a negative sentence, okay? Number four, events that recently occur just. You use the word just, okay? Do you want to go to a restaurant with me? No, thanks, or no, thank you. I've just eaten lunch, okay? Yo justo he comido el almuerzo. Yo justo he almorzado. Okay? Number five, events that have not occurred up to now. Okay? And you have the word yet. Okay? Pay attention to this. This word, yet. Pay attention to the example. You have two men here. Okay? They are eating, I think. So, are Carlos and Rodrigo here? No, they haven't arrived yet. You have that word, yet. So, here you have an explanation. They are still not here now. Ellos no están aquí todavía. But pay attention to the sentence. They haven't arrived yet. Ellos no han llegado todavía. O ellos no han llegado aún. So, yet means aún o todavía. And normally you use the word yet at the end of the sentence, okay? So pay attention to that. Number six, events that occur before you expect it, okay? And you have the word already. Pay attention to these guys. Look at this example. I've already graduated from university. I expected to graduate at a later date, okay? So look at this. Yo me acabo ahora mismo, o sea, it's recently, okay? I've already graduated from university. Ya yo me gradué de la universidad, okay? Pensé graduarme más tarde, but I already did it, okay? So, events that began in the past and haven't changed. That's number seven, okay? Events that began in the past and haven't changed. You have to use two words, for and seems, okay? Pay attention to these two words because normally you have to use these two words in the present perfect continuous, okay? That's the second topic for today, guys. So, Mike has worked at Woodward for 3 years. Teacher, what's Woodward? It's a place, okay? It's a place in Oklahoma, United States. So, Mike has worked at Woodward for 3 years. Look at this. Mike started working at Woodward 3 years ago, and he still works there now. So, began in the past, but continue working right now. Okay? That word for means por. Mike ha trabajado en Woodward por 3 años. Get it? And look at this, the second example. Julie has worked at Woodward since September last year. Okay? Julie began working at Woodward in September of last year, and that hasn't changed. She still works here now. She's still working there, okay? So, Julie ha trabajado en Woodward desde septiembre del año pasado. So she continues doing it right now, okay? We have here, guys, the structure of this topic, okay? Affirmative, negative, and interrogative, okay? For affirmative sentences, you have the subject, I, you, she, he, it, they, and we. But remember, you have two auxiliaries, have and has. So you use have for I, you, they, and we. And you use has for she, he, and it, okay? So pay attention to that. Subject plus auxiliary depends on the person, have or has, plus the past participle of the verb. As I mentioned before, remember the list. Negative sentences. Okay, you have subject, okay, plus auxiliary hasn't or haven't, okay? Hasn't for she, he, and it, and haven't for I, you, they, and we. Okay? Plus the past participle of the verb. Okay? And for questions, you know these guys. You begin with auxiliary. Remember, in simple past, you begin with did. In present simple or simple present, you begin with do or does. Okay, in this case, the auxiliary is has or have. So you use has or have at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, so example: has she, has he, has it, and the past participle of the verb. Or in another case, you have you, have we, have they, or have I, plus the past participle of the verb. Okay, sorry. You have some examples here, guys. So pay attention. I have studied for the exam. Okay, yo he estudiado por el examen. You have bought a new computer. Computer. Okay. Tú has comprado un nuevo computador. He has eaten my chocolate. Él se ha comido mi chocolate. She has written an email. Ella ha escrito un email. It has been cold this month. Okay. Ha sido frío o ha estado frío este mes. Okay. We have won the championship. Hemos ganado el campeonato. You have tried to learn a lot and they have forgotten my birthday. Okay. They are some examples about the topic. Okay, guys. So right now we have the present perfect continuous. Okay. So give me a minute, please, and let me check something.